Okay, here we are for the first two-man. I won the die roll, and we're obviously going to go on the play. Oh, this hand's fairly good. Stromkirk Noble's a huge part of what makes this deck good, and having two in the opener is fairly good. So we'll play it here. Hopefully we're playing against any white deck, because that's where Stromkirk Noble shines. Oh, cool. Plains. Champion of the Parish. So drawing a Geistling would be really nice. But I can settle with Mountain. Usually double Noble will beat the Champion of the Parish, but if he has another champion, I'd be worried. I usually have a better time with Boros than Green-White, because Green-White can just go over the top with various intangible virtue shenanigans. Yeah, Boros. Okay, that's better. Especially since they play Cloistered Youth, which is not an extremely good card in any red matchup, because it's very easily Geist Flamed. Though it does block my Stromkirk Nobles once it flips. And obviously I'm not blocking this champion. So this is a good reason why I wanted Desperate Ravings in the deck. This hand would be horrible if this were basically any card, because I just play it and then I'd have to hope to draw something else. But now I can Desperate Ravings, hopefully undo a Silent Departure or Geist Flame, and hopefully I don't discard the Mountain if I draw the Geist Flame. So Ravings now. We drew Delver. Discarded an Invisible Stalker, which is fine because we don't have any enchantments to equip it. So we'll go on the race situation here. Get in for 3. And play a Delver. I'm not sure if this Delver's blocking or not. I might as well take 5 and then, because once he flips Youth, he's losing a life a turn. It really depends if he has Midnight Haunting. I might want to just keep Delver back to block. It'll trade with Unholy Fiend after it flips, and that champion is unfortunate. Yeah, this Delver's going to have to block at some point. I'd like to draw a Silent Departure. Is he not going to attack with the Fiend? I'd be fine with that. Because then my Nobles will be on defense against his 2/2 champion. Yeah, I'll take this 4. He goes to 15. And Brimstone Volley? Invisible Stalker. So what I can do now is I can swing with my 3/3 Noble, and I'll trade with this Unholy Fiend, I believe. I think I'll make that trade. Or I could pass turn, and he keeps the Fiend back, I assume, since he did it last turn. And I'll block his little champion and the big champion. I'm not sure what playing Stalker does right now. It's not very good without a Spectral Flight. Maybe I'll Ravings. Yeah, I think I'm going to Ravings right now to see what happens. Draw some sort of 1-drop removal would be good. Oh, there's a Spectral Flight, so play this island. It might be worth it just to Spectral Flight on Noble, though Fiend Hunter makes that kind of moot, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just pass turn and see what he does. So if I attack, I'm taking a bunch of damage on the backswing, if he even doesn't trade with the Unholy Fiend. So I don't know why he's not attacking with the Lead Inquisitor. I don't have any good blocks for it. Like I could chump with Delver, and these can't block at all. So I think I'm just going to chump his champion. Yeah, Delver's not doing a whole lot right now. And it's clear he doesn't have a Instigator Gang, thankfully. Or a Fiend Hunter, because he would have played that. I wonder if it's just stronger to play Spectral Flight on a Noble. That seems wrong, though. If we put Flight on a Noble, this one I think, we would swing for 4, you go to 10, then we'd have a Stalker. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. 10, then you go to 5, and then be dead to a Brimstone Volley or Devil's Play if I draw it. I do lose to Fiend Hunter, but I don't think equipping... let's see. Stalker doesn't get in this turn. It's probably going to block because I don't want to lose this 2/2 or 3/3. And I can't keep taking 4 because I assume he hasn't played any creatures, so I assume these are a bunch of Midnight Hauntings or a burn spell. I think he has Midnight Haunting. Yeah, if he has Midnight Haunting, he can block Stromkirk, and the Stalker will block his tokens if he has them. And then I'll just pass turn. Probably chumping his... I won't chump this time. Well, what's this noble doing if I don't chump? It's... I'll see how he attacks. Oh, he's switching it up. This is a... So if I take 7, I go to 7. He's still not... Oh yeah, he can't attack this time. And then he goes to 13, and I swing with 2 of my guys. I'm just going to block his champion. Because this noble's not really going to do anything. If I don't block this turn, I'm blocking next turn. That was a good draw. So I swing in for 6, he goes to 7, then I can play him for 5. So he's at 2, and kill him next turn, but I can't do that because I take Leaf on the backswing. So I think we're going to kill his 4/4 champion and swing with a noble. Yeah. He's Midnight Haunting. Okay, this time he's Midnight Haunting. So he chumps noble. He must have just drawn that because he didn't play it last turn. That's why I didn't consider it. I assumed he had a bunch of burner blanks in his hand. So I'm still going to kill this 4/4. Because it's by far his biggest threat. And the next turn I can flash back to kill his 3/3. Though it's possible I may not want to... No, I have to do that. It's his largest threat. And I still think his hand is either land or burn spells. I'll take 3. I'm not going to trade Stalker for an Holy Fiend. That was a good one. So I can kill his... I'm definitely playing Stitch Drake this turn, so... I'm just going to swing in with the Stalker. Because he can't block it. No, I'm going to swing with Noble. I'll get rid of his token and I can still block his Elite Inquisitor. Stitch Drake cannot block Inquisitor, it's a zombie. Trade with his token, or not trade, but eat it. Then I'll play Stitch Drake and my last card. Because if I draw another land, I want to play that so I can Devil's Play for a little more if I have to. Maybe he just has all lands in his hand. He just played Mountain pre-combat, which makes me think he's frustrated. Yep. So that was game 1. He wasn't quite dead. I think he could have drawn a Devil's Play and I would have been almost certainly dead, but what can you do? Against Boros, I usually side out Delver, because they don't have very many, sorry, Mage. And a few Spectral Flights, because Butcher's Cleaver is just a little better. They also have removal. I bring in Silent Departure, because I like that card. A few Blasphemous Acts. Sometimes I waffle between Dissipate or no Dissipate. Usually depends on if they have Geist Honored Monk. Geist Honored Monk's very hard to deal with. And I don't know if Stitch Drake's what I want to be doing with only 11 creatures. I could just bring in Orbs. Yeah, I think I'm taking out Stitch Drakes and putting in Witchbane Orbs so he can't burn me out. That way I'm playing more of a control deck with Axe, Devil's Play, Geist Flames, and more Departures than I am more a Stalker deck. Yeah, I like this. Well, this hand's pretty good. It's got the combo. Though he's on the play and kept his 7, which is worrisome. So, Champion Parish? Yep. Please draw, guys. It's a good draw, but I think I'm going to bounce his champion next turn. Bounce it this turn. I take less damage, and I want to play Invisible Stalker and Spectral Flight in the next 2 turns. This way he has to either replay it or play Cloistered Youth or Elite Inquisitor. Either of which I'm fine with. If he's another champion, the Parish, I'm just dead anyway. Yeah. There's the Geist Flame I wanted. So do I slow down for a turn to Geist Flame this champion? I think I have to. Yeah. This way he has 1 less creature attacking me, and I can eventually flashback this to... Oh my gosh. The triple champion draw. So he's a 3/3 and a 1/1, and an Elite Inquisitor. I don't think I'm winning this game. My only hope is to have a big Invisible Stalker blocker. Yep. Giant, and champion of the Parish. And what sucks is I can't even bounce it with an Invisible Stalker or Snapcaster Mage Departure, because I'll just play it again and make this a 3/3. So this game's looking pretty bad for me. It's one of the things about Boros. If it curves out or draws a bunch of champions, it's very hard to deal with. There's just not a lot of cards that do that. Like even if I had Rolling Triple here, I'd be very happy, but they're usually not that many ground pounders. Like you probably cited out the Cloistered Youths and Midnight Haunting, and Instigator Ink doesn't get that they're flying or 3s. So what do I do now? I think play Invisible Stalker, take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hope he has like nothing else, because he only has 2 cards left. Then next turn, equip Spectral Flight and either Desperate Ravens or Snapcaster. Yeah, I think that's my only option right now. Another Inquisitor. So I'm taking 7, 8, 9. This is gonna be a long shot. No blocks, because there's no point. Okay, drawing Silent Departure was real good. I think we hook up the Stalker. This stops his Elite Inquisitors from attacking. And then we can bounce his 5/5. Then he gets a 4/4, which I can't block, but sometimes you just gotta... Or maybe I trade with it. That seems so bad, though. No, I can't trade, it's a 4/4. Go to 2. Oh no, he just kills me. I'm dead on board. Yep, I'll chump, take 4. Hope to draw a Blasphemous Act. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd need to actually just draw it there, and I wouldn't even be able to cast it. So there's 4 creatures in play. That means it costs 5. I have 5 lands in play. So even if I Desperate Ravings for it, I would be able to cast it. I don't want to show him. I don't want to show him any more cards, so we'll concede that game. That was a lot of champion players. Maybe I bring in the Stitch Drakes and the Delvers? The Delvers are just so bad against their Geist Flames, though. They have to bring in Geist Flames, otherwise their Strong Noble just runs over them. So I think I'm just going to keep it as is. Hope he doesn't get as good a draw as he did there. I like this hand. Again, turn 1 down. And this hand actually has removal spells, which is apparently more elusive than I previously thought. Please don't have turn 1 champion. Or if you do, just don't have any follow-ups. Mountain. That's... okay. I was gonna say it's a good sign, but... this is also a time where Deathbringer is really good when I have a bunch of spells with no creatures. Champion. Champion resolves. And then dies very shortly after. There's another noble. I think he has another Geist Flame. Oh, he does not. So this one dies to this Geist Flame. But whatever. I might have to end up... Oh, I missed a land drop. Okay, that's good news, I think. It means he's on all spells, but if he misses a few more turns, maybe this snow will grow out of control. I don't need the Brimstone Volley as 1-1. I hit a land, so he probably has Midnight Haunting. Or another champion. I'm gonna go ahead and volley that. This way, if I draw land, I can gut shot that, or not gut shot, Geist Flame. And he doesn't have the doubles play because he would have just killed Noble then. So his hand's probably a Midnight Haunting and a Instigator game, I would guess. Or just more white cards he couldn't play previously. Okay, yeah, there's the Instigator game. I'm gonna let this resolve in Brimstone Volley because I want to dissipate his Geistar Monk if he has any. It does pump his champion, but I can bounce it with Silent Departure if I need to. I'm not very threatened by 2-2 when my creature just keeps growing. And he clearly doesn't have Fiend Hunter. Because he would have cast it instead of Champion that one turn. I don't want to play Silent Departure because then I won't be able to counter his impending Geistar Monk. Or his second Instigator game. Which I can't let resolve either. So now we have to hope he has nothing, like especially not Midnight Haunting, because blocking Stromkirk Noble for 2 turns is pretty big right now. The Devil's Play will come in handy. Do I need to play Silent Departure right now? It's only a 2-2, it could go to a 3-3 if he plays Fiend Hunter. And otherwise I'm Geist Flaming him for 1. And this gets rid of his clock. But if he plays Instigator Gang, I'm going to bounce that. No, if he plays Instigator Gang, I'm just killing it. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bounce it. I'm not doing anything else this turn. And I don't see saving it right now. So, Fiend Hunter. I'm not ecstatic, but it makes Blasphemous Act a little better. I could Ravings, or I could kill that. He has Geist Flame, so killing it doesn't do much. I think I'm gonna Ravings. Hope to hit a Stalker. Yep. Discarded the Blasphemous Act. So I'll just pass turn. And Desperate Ravens at the end of his turn. So he probably has some number of burn or monks in his hand, and he's just missing the 5th land. Okay, cool. He didn't have another human, that was good. Discarded Devil's Play. Man, I'm Devil's Play flooded. I think I'm just gonna start pointing these at his face now. Shoot him for 5, shoot him for 5. That works. He goes to 5, and the deck doesn't play any life gain, so he's dead next turn. The Boros matchup can be hard, like in game 2 when he curved out very well and killed me. But it also can be like this, where they stumble on creatures or lands, because they're mono white and drawing mountains very bad. So there's games where you can like just overcome your own flaws by being a deck that relies on creatures and auras by just using burn spells in their unluckiness. So that was the first match. We'll go on to the second one.